Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't fucking... Order doesn't technically change, but it's actually initiative. It's actually Its actual total initiative is 23, so it's after Kelb. But now we start the actual turn, so Kelb, it is your turn. I rolled 17, I wrote down 17, and then I realized...
Got to add the 5?
Yeah. I wrote down my roll and I didn't add the dice that I, Yeah. Anyway. Kelb, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the chance. I am going to run. As in for the triple movement, Marcus.
Yep, so you need to roll me a balance check.
Good thing he's short.
That's for trip checks.
Can't imagine we're going to make it with a 7.
Right into the door.
No, you do not. So,
If you're wondering where I was going to end up, Marcus, it'd be right here.
Little guy fell down the stairs.
You get to here. And then... you trip. And you roll on the ground. Roll me a reflex.
$12.
You make a swift recovery to get back up, but not enough to finish your movement, so that is where you end your turn.
He probably didn't like that.
You see it spin around, do a kind of like bestial yell as it moves towards you and disappears from your sight. You have just enough moment to think to yourself, what the fuck? Until it pops back into existence right next to you, catching you flat-footed and attacking you. What it did is called an ethereal jaunt. It went between 2 dimensions and is attacking you to make you more or less always be flat-footed. They don't hurt too much. It's just that they're a bitch when it comes down to this because they pop in and out of existence, basically. I'm assuming that a 22 hits your flat AC.
Yes.
You feel extremely healthy thanks to the fountain, but so you still feel overly healthy, but this thing does take 6 points of damage against you as it more or less causes injury on your right arm, which thanks to the positive energy pretty much just heals up right away. But mechanically, 6 points.
It's still hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. And with that, then, it is now Tate's turn. Tate, you have a thing that just popped in and out of existence, or out and into existence, and attacked you. What do you do? It's right up on you.
Guys, it can teleport. Can I take a 5-foot step over this way?
It won't
Sure.
do anything for you. Tate, the reason you want to use a 5-foot step usually is to get out of a threatened square.
I know.
But-
I'm
but
just
you're
using
stepping
it to
in-
clear the doorway.
Yeah, but except a 5-foot step takes your whole movement.
That's fine, because I'm not exactly
No, it
able
doesn't.
to...
Give me a minute here, Tate.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
I was
whole
gonna say
point,
it's
is
not
that-
exactly able to shoot.
I thought that was the entire point of a 5-foot step, is it uses your whole movement to get you out of a threatened square.
No, the 5-foot step is not a movement. What it is it's to move 5 feet to the side. But it's kind of like doing a movement because, in a sense, you can't move, or at least if I remember right, you're not supposed to move after, because then it's just movement. So it's in between withdrawal and staying still. So it's not quite moving, but it's not quite staying where you're at.
Okay. So I can do that. I still... Am I allowed to still shoot a bow in close combat, or no? That would provoke an attack, wouldn't it? I do have point-blank shot, but I think that just gives me the bonus on being able to shoot at closer range.
Yeah, no, you can shoot at close range, I'm pretty sure, unless the bow says otherwise. But give me a minute with... Because it does something that I'm going to have you roll to see if you notice, but I'm seeing with how to do this, so I don't do this wrong.
Okay.
Roll me a spot check.
Okay.
Since everything happens so quickly, this is why it's going to work this way.
$26 natural.
Alright, you notice that before you even take your action, this thing has gone into the ethereal plane. It's once again disappeared, and I don't want to use the term after image, but it after images itself for just a split second. So if you hadn't noticed, you were just going to attack nothingness.
Okay.
The Athene can ethereal jaunt as a free action. Its tactic is go out of the ethereal plane, attack you, and go back into it.
How do you roll a natural 26, by the way, on a 20-sided dice?
Nat 20 with a plus 6.
That's not a natural 26, though. That's a modified 26.
Yeah, but Tate doesn't know lingo.
I don't. Excuse my lingo. I haven't played D&D, keep in mind, since I was 16.
You played it last week!
Well,
Yeah, you've been playing it for a year, asshole. The fuck you talking
you
about?
know what I mean, aside from our lingo.
It's
I haven't
okay,
heard
Tate.
anything.
It's okay. So you step to the
God damn it.
side, you're getting ready to, attack it, whether or not you're going to keep your readied position or you're going to get into a defensive, whatever you do. Case in point being, as you move to the side, you notice this thing kind of does the weird after image effect before it disappears because it has gone to another plane.
Yes, I have an idea of what I want to do. I gotta check something real quick.
This would be the moment for everyone else to decide what they're going to do as well.
What's going on? What I miss?
Avina stepped to the side, and the ethereal marauder... Well, it came over, it attacked her, and then it used its free action to go back into the ethereal plane, but as it did this, theoretically, then at the same time is when Avina would have been stepping to the side. So now he's seeing what she will do, because this thing pops in and out of the ethereal plane to attack people. There is a tactic, but I'm not going to give it away. Actually, I mean, there's a few tactics. If you had something that can attack stuff in the ethereal plane, but you don't.
Dope. Alright, I'm gonna break out one of the, smoke sticks I have. And light that.
Okay. So you're filling the
Smoke
room with
stick
smoke?
It creates a 10-foot radius around the area, which I'm gonna basically drop it right here. Anything inside the mist gets a 20% chance to miss if they're attacked. Anything looking into the mist to try and attack is a 50% chance to miss. And it just blocks sight. It doesn't really block any smells and stuff, but...
Give me a minute.
What are you making? I guess I could technically just hang on to it and... No, it would burn up right away around where I'm at. That's how that works. Okay. I misread. The hell was that? I made it complicated.
You can blame part of the silence on me because I was asking Marcus a question.
Okay, what question?
It was in regards to the Ethereal Marauder shifting back and forth.
Okay. If only we had somebody with
Alright,
dimension.
when it's
lore.
blue, it's in the material plane. When it's purple, it's in the ethereal plane. Just this
Okay.
way, so people will know, and so that there's no cheating. I'm gonna leave it exactly where it disappears, so you have no idea where it goes.
Okay.
Makes it more fun to pop up.
Which means we could potentially walk through it and activate his trap card.
No, not really. But it means it's just going to do all of its move actions inside of the ethereal plane until you are right next to it, and then it will pop in and attack you. So now you're going to have to think clever about fighting something that is not there other than for a split second. Set a trap or something. I don't know. I do know. I can think of 4 different ways to fight this thing, but... Anyway, so Avina steps to the side and she does what now, Tate?
I'm lighting a smoke stick. It creates 10 foot of what is essentially a concealing fog spell.
One minute. Caleb gave me a question that I actually don't know. I would think yes, but I don't know.
Okay, so this thing is using a spell called Ethereal Jaunt, for you all know. It's a high-level spell. 15, 16, somewhere around there. 15, according to the text
Yeah,
marks copied.
it's Ethereal Jaunt, which is like the Ethereal Jaunt spell, except it's an ability, and he can do it better than the spell, and it's treated as a higher level caster level, even though it's not technically a spell.
Right, but one of the things about the spell, even though the text that Marcus copied me was said was otherwise identical to the Ethereal Jaunt spell, is that in the spell you move at half speed. So I don't know if this thing actually takes that or penalty or not. So that was the next question, because that would actually modify its movement quite a bit. Yay, questions! I don't normally have to deal with ethereal shit, Marcus. And from the sounds of it, neither do you. Marcus, if you want to just end up like DMing override whatever the actual case may be, feel free to.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I can't find anything on a quick 5-minute search, so don't know. We're moving on. I'll make the decision, but that's going to be for me to know, since you guys aren't in the ethereal plane.
Right. The only thing I'll quote from the Ethereal Jaunt page is an ethereal creature is invisible and substantial, capable of moving in any direction, even up or down, albeit at half normal speed. So it does say an ethereal creature. It does not specifically say, you know, player characters or player creatures, if you will, or anything like that. But yeah, let's move on, shall we?
Yep. So Tate, what does Avina do?
Oh my god!
She is using a smoke bomb?
Yeah, I'm using a smoke stick, which essentially creates a 10-foot area that is akin to the concealing fog spell.
Okay.
And in case you're wondering what that is, 20% mischance if you're attacking from within the fog to a creature within the fog, 50% mischance if you're attacking to something inside the fog from outside the fog.
Okay.
What if you're in the fog but trying to attack outside the fog?
Same.
20%.
Inside to outside the fog? 20%?
I think that'd still be 50% Tate.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, you have a smoke stick. You gonna pass turn?
I'm gonna move to the edge of it. Wait, I can't. I've already used my move action. Never mind. I lied. I'm done. Yep.
It's not inside or outside. It's if they're 5 feet away, you have 20% miss chance. If they're more than 5 feet away, you have a 50% miss chance.
Oh, that's how that works. Okay, never mind then.
That explains a lot more, Jared.
Thank you, Jared, for being genius. I'm tired and misread it.
The big thing too, Tate, might be make sure you're reading the 3.5 items and not the 5th edition items,
Yes.
because items and abilities do change across editions.
Oh, I know. I read the 3.5. Also misread it. That's Reddit for the ladies.
All right, Zephyr, as you round the corner, you see that the doorway is open and there is smoke coming out of the door.
Yay.
No, it is Tucson's turn.
I'm guessing I see the smoke as well.
Yep.
God damn it, she's cooking again.
She's cucking again.
Cooking.
More than cooking. Smoke stick.
I mean, she did have that night with the dwarves.
As you enter through the smoke, you can see that there is a pissed off fiendish rat that you recognize defending a dying out other rat, but there is nothing else other than a Vina standing inside of smoke.
All I have is my lantern out.
Okay.
What's the problem?
It teleports. It's I don't know. It's something.
That's enough there, then. So, Lamb, you're up. Remember, conversations on a turn can pretty much only be a couple sentences.
I know.
I'm gonna get
I
over
forgot
here,
to
see the
trust
smoke,
sheet.
and stop.
What was that?
I'm getting over there, seeing the smoke, and stop.
Okay. Kelp, back up to you. So, Tate, you said it goes 10 feet out from you, so it's where Tucson is at right now?
Yeah. And it lasts, oh, Jesus. Oh, it starts at 10 feet and spreads up to... Oh, that's the fog cloud. Fuck. I'm reading the wrong page.
Good job, Tate. As for what I'm doing, I am gonna move
Esperanto?
to the top of the stairs. There. Because diagonals suck. That's gonna be it.
This stick is consumed after 1 round, so after it goes, the smoke stick will dissipate. Oh, no, the stick is consumed after 1 round. The smoke dissipates naturally, so it'll continue for the full round as a fog spell. Okay. Since I'm guessing this is all stagnant air in here, it's just gonna sit there.
Yes and no. You have a door open.
Now. But
And then there's
wind
a
has to
hole
be 11
inside of
miles
the
per
one
hour or
room.
more.
Huh?
Wind has to be 11 miles per hour or more. to dissipate it. That's a moderate wind.
Yeah, Tate, if you continue reading that, it says it disperses the fog in 4 rounds if it's at that speed.
Yep.
It'll disperse eventually, Tate. It doesn't stay indefinitely.
I know. I just like my cloud friend.
Anyway, a turn goes by and it didn't pop up. Tate, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna move. Probably right over here. And is the rat hostile?
Yeah. It definitely looks like it's pissed and doesn't want anyone to get near the other one.
You said I had that ring. Now.
Yep. You have to use the ring. It's not a permanent every animal in existence charm. It's a specific.
I know. I'm probably going to use it on the very angry one so I can get to the hurt one to help it.
Okay.
Avina likes rats, okay? How's it work? Do I roll?
No, you just tell me you activate it.
Alright, activate it. And since it's charmed, I guess that would just be a free action then, activating it?
What was that? Yeah, it's essentially like a free action.
Okay, so I am able to get up and attempt a heal check on this guy.
Yep.
Whee! Save it! $14?
Okay, you rolled a 14. I'll get to it on your next turn.
Okay.
So Zephyr witnessed Tucson walk through the smoke, and it's slightly, you can see through it more or less, but ultimately, it's still a doorway filled with smoke.
Okay. I'm gonna stand where it last was, because I didn't see it, and that's just where I want to stand.
On its spot?
Yeah. And I'm going to prepare to stab anything that isn't an ally if it shows up next to me.
Okay.
I see Zephyr ready his blades, so I set down my lantern to the left of me.
You ready your own to do a whole back-to-back kind of style?
Yeah. Lantern facing this way, by the way.
Okay.
And yeah, blade out, ready to swing.
We go back over here. I'm assuming the smoke is still there.
Yeah, Avina
Yeah,
basically
I'm gonna-
made it thematic where you guys have to run through smoke to get into combat.
And I'm just gonna stay up here.
Okay.
D20, what do I do today? Or on this turn? Absolutely nothing. Staying at the top of the staircase.
There we go.
Do you have like your shield and weapon or anything, or you just kind of at this point kind of?
Okay, I'll make it a little bit more thematic. I'll be holding out my tower shield in front of me with Dwarven War Axe in a hand, like essentially blocking the staircase from here on out.
Okay. Lamb,
I'm about to get fucked, aren't I?
does a 22 confirm a crit?
Yes. Great. I'm dead.
To be fair, it doesn't do a lot of damage.
I don't have a lot of health.
Hey, dude, you were souped
You're
up in the positive
you're at
energy.
22. From the
Marcus,
positive energy.
wasn't there a conversation about somebody not doing something and them getting targeted earlier?
Oh yeah, there was. Anyway, that had nothing to do with this though.
Besides, I was on tape because he was going to go to sleep.
Excuse me, I have to save my babies.
Anyway, 10 damage, Lamb, and then it
She sees herself in them.
exits reality once again.
Marcus, how'd you
So
get
it
10?
didn't take a move on this turn?
No, it didn't. It had started to leave the room as all of you rushed in.
Marcus, how did you get 10 damage against Lamb, out of curiosity?
Because I critted. So,
Oh, right.
2 dice, and then, yeah.
Like, I just sent Lamb the damage that the Ethereal Monitor does, and it's just like, then you said 10, like, wait, what? Ignore me, moving on.
Anyway, Arim, you hear behind you the sound of something kind of doing an ever so slight something's behind you. And the sound of Perthros getting bit, and his arm or leg is now having searing pain as it then disappears.
His arm disappears?
No, the
That's what I was thinking.
yes, it grabs his arm and it goes into the ethereal plane with it.
Advanced ethereal jaunt. You and anything you're holding on to disappear.
I grab the Tarask and ethereal jaunt away.
Tate, it is your turn. Does Perthros say anything like a painful yell or anything?
Son of a
Lamb?
bitch!
Okay. Avina, you heard that as you're healing. You may not have paid attention. Zephyr and Tucson also heard it. Arim definitely heard it. But back to Avina. Avina, along with your heal check, roll me another heal check and then explain how you're trying to help this thing. Because it's got a big old fucking monster bite coming out of it. This isn't going to be a little band-aid or paste that's going to fix this.
Essentially, I am, by the way, 16. I am adding some of the positive energy that we gathered from the fountain into it to help heal it up, because I know that thing has healing energies.
Okay.
So, kind of like helping it maybe drink a little bit and probably pouring some just on the wound itself as a bandage.
Okay, well, since you're explaining it that way, it's not drinking it. And roll me a spot.
Okay. $13.
You now notice that it's dead. It died partway into the first roll. Because it was at -10.
Sad.
But you continue to try patching it until you realize this, pouring the rest of the liquid into its wound. What else do you do on the rest of your turn? Or do you take a second of a bereavement for your short-term pet?
I do. That was my baby. I tamed them.
So, in that case, pass on turn.
I'm gonna ready to stab again.
Okay.
Where was it? I'm actually saying that.
That's up to Perthros and Noreen there, guys.
Wait, are you in character or out of character saying that?
He's in
No, that was
character.
in
Yes.
I don't know if that get past me or not, but it's right behind fucking Arim.
Marcus, you gave me, if I ever get a true wish, I now know what I'm gonna do.
God damn it.
And its name will be Krillin.
Jared's gone, so I'm going to take the corner and watch my own back, essentially. Blade out.
Okay.
I'm going to
With
go...
weapon readied?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure if you have your weapon readied, you tell me weapon readied.
I'm going to go over here and chug one of my things of positive energy.
How much did I say that it healed last time?
I don't remember.
No,
know
I
if
don't think I
actually
told you, did
us.
I?
Yeah.
I found the dice. Alright. You heal for 4. You feel like it's not quite as effective this time.
Sorry, I was typing thing. Or you said 4, so I'm 16.
So at least you're back to full.
Yeah.
Alright, it's pulling up my short bow information if I decide to use that. Marcus, are you implying that I turned around after hearing Lamb?
You might not have, but you heard it behind. You did hear it. Whether you turned your head, your whole body, or you didn't at all is entirely up to you.
I was gonna wait till my turn to actually do that kind of bit, which is why I was asking to see if I had actually turned based on me just hearing it or not.
Entirely up to you. However you wish to describe it at this current point in time.
Okay, well, on hearing Perthros yell out, I will be swinging my Dwarven War Axe around behind me. Whether or not I hit it, up to it. Obviously. Probably not, but that's what I'm doing.
Alright, there's no need to roll. You do not hit anything as you swing around. There's nothing there. There is a little bit of blood following Perthros on the floor as his leg is bleeding a bit. But you witness him chug a potion and the healing happens. But there's nothing there. There's nothing that hurt him. So you still have a move action if you wish.
I'll be stepping to where it technically was, then. As I quickly say to Perthros, where to go?
Hell if I know.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Nothing happens once again. Turn goes by and you don't see it. Tate, you're up.
Alright. Well... I feel so bad because this one was probably its best friend.
Probably its mate.
It was probably a rat.
Maybe they have rat babies.
The rat babies are in this room.
Maybe the ethereal marauder ate them.
Maybe the ethereal marauder
Revenge.
is the babies.
Right. A fused version of all the babies.
I'm not sure if the fiendish rat is gonna follow. Or I'm gonna be like, we're gonna murder this thing. Or I'm on a mission.
What weapon does she have out to murder?
Well, her bow. She has 2 arrows knocked, ready to go. Not truthfully. That's just roleplay.
Okay.
Because I can't knock 2 arrows unless I don't move. And 30 feet. And if the rat's coming along too, I'm fine with that.
No, it's staying back by its deceased other.
And I'm ready to stab.
Okay.
I slowly shimmy myself across the wall, seeing Avina come up. And I'm ready to stab.
I'm going to take Noah tactics. 5, 10, 15, 5, 30, and have a burning hands ready to go in this direction if it pops up. Or rather,
Okay.
just a burning hands ready to go if it pops up.
What the hell is Noah tactics?
Going into a corner.
Yay, questions. I love questions.
Questions? That's a question.
It was regarding my bow. I have no idea what the fuck I want to do right now, honestly.
It's like you're in tall grass and there's a velociraptor.
Wait, what?
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 Jurassic Park 2 reference, sorry.
It's been a while since I've seen that, so...
They're running through tall grass and the velociraptors are in there and they just keep popping up and killing everyone. Except for the people that get to the other side, obviously, but that's almost no one.
I hate sneezing. The floor is stone, you said, right?
Yep, it's on even flagstone. It looks like it maybe at one point in time it might have been pretty decent, but due to time, it's now pretty uneven. It's never been upkept.
So there's a good chances of things puddling in here.
Yeah, there's random puddles. I mean, nothing that's gonna be extreme, but there are, yes.
Okay, I am going to withdraw.
And thanks to the goblins putting a hole in it, it now might fill with water to a degree whenever it rains. What did you say now?
I am going to withdraw from combat.
Okay.
And go over to here by the fountain. That is my turn.
All right. Let's see. It would have been there. So, seeing this movement, what would a smart hunter do? I know that my prey, lamb. I mean, not lamb.
I mean, that's why I prepped the thing, so.
Uh-huh. All right. Tate, you're up.
All right.
I have to keep my eye on more or less the position that I need it in.
Probably, I'm just gonna stick right here where I was and just kind of ready. Anybody seen it? I'm just gonna ready up.
Jared, you're up.
And I'm getting ready to attack.
I'm gonna just keep doing the same thing.
Gonna keep my spell prepped.
Oh goodies, back to me. How much floor do you think I can cover in the water in 6 seconds, Marcus? The energy water?
Probably just a square. To a degree. It depends what you're using, but I don't think you have like a big old pail. You're probably using cups or a jar. Or do you have a big container?
Oh, apparently I put the iron pot back into the fucking cart. The closest big container I have is water skin.
So yeah, you could get enough into a water skin and then
I already have it
pour
filled.
Okay, so you have enough that you could pour it onto a 5-foot square.
I will do so on the square.
Okay.
And then fill it back up.
Okay.
Am I able to do anything else?
I'll let you do a 5-foot step.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. I'll stay here.
Okay. In that case,
Jared, you broke my day-night cycle.
Kelb does an 20 hit your flat AC. Which is basically your AC without dex.
Are you asking for my flat-footed AC?
Yeah.
Yes. Flat-footed AC is only 18.
Alright. This thing appears right in front of you on top of the water. You see the little arrow wound that it had patch up from the water that it just stepped on. As it takes a bite out of your leg for, mechanically, 6 points of damage, and then disappears once again.
Okay then, water does not work as intended. Fair enough. With the bite, I will be making the old Minecraft Steve sound.
Okay.
And was it you, Tay, that did that sound? Because that was pretty damn spot on.
Yes,
And I
that was
remember
me.
the sound.
Now, considering, again, you're still over your max, I'm just going to count it as you did get hurt, you did bleed a little bit, but the wound basically just patches itself right up.
Right, how much did you say I got hit for?
6.
Okay. I assume it's Tate's turn then, if it's not doing anything else.
Yep. Tate, you're up. You heard the sound of somebody getting injured from upstairs again. Both Avina and Tucson, and Perthros and Zephyr, for a split second, you saw the ethereal marauder pop in, bite a ream, get healed, and then pop out.
Wait, I saw this?
Nope. Zephyr and Perthros saw it.
Oh, okay.
If they were facing in the direction that they see a ream.
Dewson, can you watch my back?
Sure.
Would this rat be charmed still, or no? Because it only lasts a turn.
It's still charmed.
It is still charmed?
Uh-huh. Don't worry about the ring, Tate. I'm gonna tell you more about it after game.
Okay. Alright, well... Am I able to have it hop up into my hands so I can carry it away?
Tate, this is a fiendish dire rat. It's like...
It's a puppy. It's a giant puppy, I know.
No. No. What's a really big dog?
Mastiff.
Sure, well,
Malamute.
consider it like a mastiff. You could
Alright.
You couldn't quite mount this, but the goblins could. The goblins could
Alright,
use
well-
a fiendish dire rat absolutely as a mount.
I'll basically go follow me.
I mean, you can try
Maybe.
picking it up, but I don't foresee that happening.
I try to tell it, follow me, maybe. And I kind of, as I walk, looking behind me.
It's confused, but it's staying still.
Dang. I had a feeling. It doesn't know. It doesn't know anything. It's just wild.
That, or it still has a connection to the other dire rat, and it doesn't want to leave it alone.
Or it doesn't speak common.
Or maybe it doesn't understand common, or it doesn't understand your style of commands.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it be for now then. I'll deal with it after combat. I'm trying to think of what else I can do, because I don't want to touch the dead one, because it might try and break out of it, because it wouldn't like that.
I mean, you already touched it, but okay.
Same as I've been doing.
There's a door here, right? Yeah. Gonna try to lockpick the door. 'Cause nothing's happening around me.
Okay. Roll a lockpick.
24.
It opens up.
And I think I can do one search check before the end of my turn.
No, since you did a move and a lockpick, I'm going to say that you just get the door open
Okay.
to reveal the chest.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost in this direction.
In which direction?
Towards
At-
Cal.
At Arim?
Yes.
Okay, what does a ream need to do?
Because I'm thinking mechanically. I am kind of saying fuck it with roleplay at the moment. It needs to make a roll against his, or whatever the fuck's in the way with its touch AC.
So wait, it needs to hit my touch AC?
It needs to hit or go above, and I got a 19, so...
Well, that
I
is.
think
Touch
even
AC is
without
only 12.
bonuses. And nothing is in front of Cal to hit this, or to take this.
Considering the creatures in the ethereal plane, no, he would not exist there. He is
Wouldn't-
insubstantial.
I thought magic went through shit like that.
Nope.
Or am I thinking weird shit with...
Only force magic will actually hit the ethereal creatures. Magic Missile, for
Okay.
example, is a force spell. You would be able to hit it with that, because it exists both in the material and the other plane. So,
Oh, thought that was the whole point of me taking fucking magic shit. God damn it.
If you can hit it, it might scare it.
Yeah, except the one spell I would need to be able to hit it, I don't have to hit it with,
Damn.
apparently.
in fact, Lamb, the question I asked Marcus earlier about my bow was whether or not the damage on it was force or not.
Right. What you're probably thinking of is with incorporeal, where spells affect them,
Mhm.
because they're like ethereal, but they're still on the material plane.
You take 1 point of cold damage.
Okay. With this, I will be dropping both of my Tower Shield and Dwarven War Axe simultaneously. And drawing out my bow.
Okay.
Is ready considered a standard or what? Like readying a weapon?
It basically just means you're skipping your attack phase. That you're gonna ready and
Readying
You'll
is
use it
considered
whenever.
whatever action it would originally be.
right. So if you're gonna ready your to shoot, then just hold off until you're ready to shoot.
And then if it's activated, then your new initiative is where you were activated at, just before whatever your what trigger was.
So if you're to shoot, let's say Kelb was the moment it pops into existence, that's when you want it to shoot, then it would happen the same turn as its turn.
No, I understand that. It was just more of a question on whether I was actually considered differently than other actions in D&D. I don't usually normally ready shit.
No. It's pretty much the same, it's just a holding, as the name implies. But as far as the force thing goes, Kelb, that's why I said I wasn't going to move it around when it's in the ethereal plane, for
Yeah.
the pure specific fact of that, because
Yeah, no, I understand
you can hit
that.
it, but you still have to perceive it. But if I show you where it's at, then technically you quote-unquote can still perceive it as a player. So that's why I was like, yeah I'm not going to show where it's at.
Yeah, there was one spell I think wizards get. It was like see invisible or something. But the allows
I
them to
can't-
see creatures like I don't
Right,
remember.
I don't know if it works with ethereal creatures, but I know there is a spell that lets you see the ethereal plane without being in the ethereal plane.
Right. And I guess that's actually gonna be the end of my turn because that is right on what it does being dropping a shield.
And truth be told, there might have been a long time ago a certain drug that I tried to sell one of the characters where the person told him he would see things that aren't there and whatnot way back in Durinch. As if I had this planned for over a year. Aren't I an asshole? I learned this tactic from Final Fantasy. Give someone something, wait a year, and then use it. I don't use it often. Hey, that old guy with the fucking rat crap fucked me up in that Final Fantasy 3 or whatever it was, alright? How was I supposed to know that's how you get the goddamn ultimate weapon? Anyway, rant aside.
The bow will not be ready
Okay.
on that turn.
Nothing happens this turn.
That would be me that has that, but my character would have really no way of knowing that.
Knowing what?
That she has that.
Has what?
The thing that allows her to see things. The old man.
Dwayne?
My drug dealer.
No, that wasn't that drug dealer. It was
Oh, okay.
It was Zephyr that I was referring to. Because there was there was a dude in the Shady district and he tried to sell him some stuff and he saw that guy near another household, and in that household the person was talking about seeing stuff that wasn't there inside of his house.
Weird.
Because I was almost certain someone would have fucking bought it, and then you guys would have had the source, but so what do you do, Tate?
Nothing's happening here.
Sure you don't want to defend
Should
Tucson
we
and the
go-
rat?
Yeah. Tucson, should we try and gather everybody into the same room?
I'm busy.
Okay, I'm gonna try and gather. I am gonna pick up the dead boil.
All right,
a carry.
just
Huh?
roll me a strength check.
Okay. $19.
All right. You are able to pick up literally dead weight, but it is heavy.
Would that reduce my movement speed?
No, your movement speed is fine, but you're not going to be able to attack while this thing is in your arms. Unless you drop it.
It's okay. I am gonna carry it with me. Since I moved. Where was I? It's right here. 20, 25, 30. And that's it.
Same as before.
Okay.
22 on search check for traps.
There were no traps.
I open the chest.
Let's see what random generator wants to give you.
Sword that lets me hit ethereal shit.
No, I'm also not going to give you horde number 1, which says nothing. So, it's kind of mean for it.
Wait, you seriously rolled a loot list and it was just like, nothing.
Yeah, I told it give me 10 different horde lists. Or 10 different horde items. Or whatever. And horde number 1 is nothing. Horde number 2, 100 gold. Damn. This thing's being fucking stingy on the get-go. But I'm going to look at through the whole list to see what I like.
Jared, the lights are slowly fading back into normal lights because of the day-night cycle.